Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Tifosi Time, coming to you live 9 p.m. Eastern Time on a sullen, angry,
You could hear it in your voice.
pissed
You sound
off
so
Monday
exasperated.
night, bringing tears to you live on Twitch, YouTube, everywhere podcasts are played. Mourn together, 1 hour of silence. Vocalize it. I'm Frank. I'm here with Dan, Chris, and Pietro. We're here to
Hi.
vocalize your anger. Say hello, fellas.
Hi.
Hi.
Was that an uplifting intro?
Yeah, man, I'm pumped.
I am pissed.
I was gonna
The
say,
sponsors today are
Taylor Swift.
Cherry Tree Caskets for the soon to be buried. Who else? Embalming fluid, lavender scented, and what else? I don't know. We get no sponsors today because we're Italian and we're dumb enough to root for these teams. And I swear to God, I'm just going to talk basketball the rest of this season. This is annoying the shit out of me. All right, I'm going to hand it off to somebody else because I'm visibly angered. So go ahead. Someone else say something useful.
About what?
I don't know. Let's start. Okay, so for those who
let's
let's
the
start
game.
with the possible elimination of the World Cup. With this to the last game we did with Ireland North.
Northern Ireland versus Italy,
We
0-0.
go to the playoff, which is playoff is not easy to win. There is a lot of teams in there that maybe they can beat us.
Yeah, so
Portugal,
Chris will run down the whole schedule and how it's gonna play out afterwards because he has
Anyway,
that in
let's
front of him.
talk.
Let's talk about the actual game.
Let's talk about the game. Very disappointed. Mancini disappointed me a lot today, a lot. He just was talking to his vice. What's his name?
His assistant coach.
Vice, but he never did the right things. He started to play with the falso nine, which is Insigne. What is it? To what is it? How tall is it?
He's 5'6".
I thought the falso nine is supposed to move right, left, to take the center mid that way. But stay in the middle. What are you supposed to do, that guy?
Yeah, you're supposed to roam around to make it hard to mark you.
Right. But he stay in the middle all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
So and that's we had some like possession, a lot of possession. But why don't you put it? You need there at least one like Skamaka. This is tall. If whoever cross,
yeah, or at
he
least
can play with that. That's why every corner kick we had, we play down all the time or short. Because why you throw the ball in there? Nobody Insigne is supposed to have the score. I don't understand.
I mean, or at least have him interchange at times with Chiesa, get him up top in the middle. There should be some fluidity.
And the whole
into
thing I
what
saw
they're
today,
doing.
when Chiesa, he was trying to move a little bit. He was trying to do. He didn't do great, but he was to move, try to move. They're the people. They're dead. I don't know.
So let's remember, for those who don't know, they were also very short-handed. It's not an excuse, but his lineup was very limited in who he could choose with the amount of injuries in every position that they had.
And then we talk about the midfield, which was our strength in the European Cup. But Jorginho, with this game, forget about the golden Pallone d'Oro, what it is.
Listen, I didn't think he was getting that anyway. I mean,
I would take him out. I didn't play at all. He didn't play at all. I don't know. He didn't never do a long pass. The old guy who can do a long pass was Locatelli. He didn't play either. And then
He came in.
He came in after. At the second half, you take Tonali. Tonali, you bring in what's Cristante. Barella is supposed to go out too.
I think he's
Barella's been
tired.
the 1 month is not in form.
Yeah, it's too many games.
Hey, boss, Barella, I didn't see nothing. Barella, he was moving when they had the ball. He was going to take the Chiesa spot. He was crowded by Chiesa spot.
Yeah.
To get the ball. Come on. Hey, you coach, you don't say nothing. You don't see nothing. What kind of coach are they? I don't know.
I think they have serious issues going forward, and obviously center forward. Especially if Mobley's hurt, but then also their center backs. I think. I mean, Acerbi, I don't trust in the back over there. If you're not going to have Chiellini back there, like you have to find someone else. Why is Bastoni not getting a chance? Why are these other players not getting a chance?
Listen, I said that a while ago. Acerbi is overrated. Like he gets.
No, lately he's been overrated.
Okay, so the last year and a half he's been overrated. He gets put in there for experience, but he really doesn't do a whole lot with his experience. He doesn't.
Yeah, but the problem is they have no one else.
No, that's up to the coach.
They have Mancini.
They have Bastoni. They have Mancini. He can be. He's been playing bad too. But the idea is, this is embarrassing. So we kind of buried the lead, right? Just assuming everybody knows what we're talking about. But essentially, what we're talking about is Italy had 2 bites of the apple to qualify for the World Cup without having to go to playoffs. Jorginho set us up nicely by missing a 90th minute penalty.
Badly.
In the last game.
In the last game.
That's another game. Let's talk about this game.
Yeah.
They had the pallone d'oro. They had whatever, playing Serie A, whatever. I thought Emerson was a little bit better. First of all, if I was a coach, some guy who can play both foot, I wouldn't let him play. And at that level, they should be able to use both feet. All the player.
Rabiot did score for France.
And Rabiot did score for 8-0. What?
I'm just trying to jab you.
Are you trying to get me to kill myself? What is your problem?
Everybody's good when you play with nobody.
But you're right. When you're a professional, you should be able to use both of your feet. If you can't do that, that's an issue.
When I was young, the coach, we don't have a great coach like they have. But if you had a right foot, he was to try to go to on the wall and try with the left.
Train the other foot. Yeah.
Hell yeah, they get to be professional. They don't even know how to use the 2 foot. Come on, you know what that means when can use both foot. You have to play one way, one side, and that's it. You don't have the vision to squeeze.
Yeah, it's easy to defend.
And plus, it doesn't pass back. What is it? You go up. Come on.
I mean, so knowing that you have to win because most likely Switzerland's going to win their game, pretty easily. To go in there and control the ball 70% of the time, but it wasn't like a super dominating performance.
Control what? Did you see the forwards? They were standing like that. Nobody. Chris Cross.
But that's what I mean. Just because you have the ball doesn't mean that you're going to win.
When they move, they go offside. Come on, what kind of coach is good?
So you're right. Maybe Mancini, maybe he did wrong by doing the false 9 because they're not necessarily used to it. When you have to get that one win, you put the center forward that can do what he does.
If you put it in 9, start in the middle, I say move on the right and the left. You take the defense, the center defense with you.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe they didn't train long enough. They only had a couple days in between the games. They didn't get the training in on time. So instead
we go to move it without ball, without the ball. Move, go on the space where you can get. We can surprise them. If you're not going to move, you cannot pass the ball to nobody.
They've done this before. They did it for Spain.
Yeah, they did it in the
once every while. It's not their go-to though. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like you have 2 days.
Okay, so let's go with Dan. Well, let's go what you're saying then, Dan. If they're not ready to play that, then why don't you put Skamaka and just play with the proper center forward?
That's the point I'm making. For one game, you need to
win. He put what's his name? Bellotti. Bellotti, he cannot play right now.
He's useless.
He's really bad right now. So, but that's what I'm saying. For one game, you keep that straight formation that you're used to and hope that you can get the 1 or 2 goals in advance. This was a shot in the dark in a way because we're not used to it and they didn't get a lot of time to play.
What I'm trying to say, in a situation like this, I would have liked better even a look at the young guy. At least he's tall.
Yeah, well,
Come on.
So let's just catch everybody up as to what situation they're now in, right? So they failed to get the automatic qualification. So now they're going to be put in a pot of 12 teams.
Yes.
That's going to be broken into 3 groups of 4. And unlike back in the day where you got to play someone head-to-head away and home to see who advanced, what's going to happen now is you're going to be in your group of 4. They are going to be ahead of a group, whatever the hell that's worth, right? When they
like the 1 seed of the
group. The 1 seed.
Yeah, November 26th, I think you said is a draw, I believe,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is they're going to have what they call a semifinal in that group of 4, and then the 2 winners will go play in the final, and then the winner of that final will advance. So
so essentially 3 of the 12 teams are going to advance.
3 of the 12 teams, you're going to have 1 out of each group of 4 to go to the World Cup, or Italy and the dumbasses that follow them will be watching another World Cup without their team participating.
And really quickly, just to throw out some teams that are in this: Portugal, Sweden, Wales, Czech Republic, Russia, Scotland, Austria.
At this point, it is a complete 50-50 crapshoot.
Yeah.
If you go through. You have a 1 in 25%. You have a 25% chance of going to the World Cup at this point.
To leave it to this chance, it is pretty disgraceful. That you
especially
can't
when they were on a run of unbeaten.
And then crap. Look at the group that they were in. Actually, like what the hell? That's not a hard group when you look at who they had. Yes, Switzerland was in there, but they're the only team in there.
It goes back to when they stumbled over Switzerland, right? And they tied and let Switzerland get back in the group. And then since that, they've played like crap. They missed a penalty in the last game. They tied Bulgaria.
They have not played well.
Yeah, that's for sure. Since the Euros, they've not been the same team.
Yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem because it would be Italy that wins the Euros and doesn't qualify for the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying right now, I would not be shocked if they're not in the World Cup come next.
No, you have a 75% chance of not going to the World Cup right now.
Mm-hmm.
1 in 4.
So these games,
2 World Cups in a row.
These playoff games are going to take place in March. So the draws next week, or 2 weeks from now, and then the games will happen in March. Again, in March, the team could be totally different. Injuries to every team, whatever how they're playing. It's totally there's a lot of months in between there. So
you can't make a prediction now, but at this point, you're going to 2 knockout games. So. Overtime, a penalty, bad luck.
So
two knockout games versus you're going to have to at least play 1, if not 2 good teams.
Yeah.
So right now you have a 1 in 4 chance of going to the World Cup. That is not any scenario that someone wants to be in.
The games are at the end of March. So the semis are March 24th, 25th, and then the finals are a few days later, the 28th and the 29th.
Yeah, so there's not even a big break in between.
What I want to say, let's go back to the game, right? I am a coach, right? And when I see the team suck, right? He cannot do nothing. What is the strategy? Nothing come in my mind to say switch somebody.
Well,
I switch the wrong one.
He
did. You're supposed to go out today, and he wasn't there.
Yeah, he did it too late. That was the problem.
He was that did probably nothing in front of the defense. What do you need? Why don't need for the defense? I want people to move.
Well, especially if you're monitoring the other score, right? And you know that you not only have to win, but you have to win by 2 or 3. Like, you should be that much quicker to react, no?
Yeah, so today would have been useless regardless. They would have lost.
Today, very, very well today, you could have played with 2 midfield. Tonali and Locatelli.
And if you look at, Northern Ireland, no disrespect or anything, but they're not world beaters. They're playing with 5 in the back. Their goal was to not give up a goal.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have a strategy of let's attack. So he's right.
Dude.
You could have went with 3 in the back. You could have put an extra forward.
You could have put 3 in the back.
You see, for a moment, what I thought to take out Emerson and put Bernardeschi in there. I think something. But they don't think nothing.
Yeah, you could have played, 1 with 3 behind, and then the regular midfield and 3 in the back, and you would have
in the middle, center forward in the middle.
Come on. Yeah, the strategy there was a little confusing because, again, your competition and what you need from this game, you need a win with at least probably 2 goals because of who the Switzerland was playing.
And listen, let's face it, they lost this on that penalty kick, right? That's when they
Well,
lost this
But
qualification.
You could pick little plays here and there, but for this
No,
game,
because in
No,
reality,
don't talk about an episode. You look about the game. Oh, there was a one coach at Inter. All right. Some game, you know why we used to put it forward? Materazzi.
yeah,
At least
which-
it's a tall.
yeah, but
Pinocchio.
I mean, when you play like that,
remember Ranocchio used to play center forward.
you think Insigne could put a goal there?
Well, that's right. But you're right. This is a game where, like, all right, let's get a cross, maybe a header, Scamacca. That's what you need.
I mean,
right?
look, Juventus. Italy. I said Juventus. Italy had 12 corner kicks. You don't think Scamacca on those 12 corner kicks could have helped?
And they play
You know?
short, corner kick is short.
Yeah.
Because they know nobody could get the ball in there.
Yeah. And again, I'm not saying he's the greatest forward in the world, but he fits the need that they needed that today. It seemed like. And
No, he
it
put
was just a missed
He's
opportunity.
been the last 2-3 months injured, out
Yeah,
of form. He put
he
a ball.
sucked.
Come on.
Yeah, the strategy did not work today for sure.
So now, I mean, they only got themselves to blame. and like I said, I would not be surprised. I mean, nothing was Sweden losing to Sweden last World Cup qualifiers. That was surprising to me, just because you don't expect Italy not to make it, but knowing that that's happened, I don't discount anything.
Do we really quickly want to predict who's going to knock us out? Is it Kulo at Sweden? Is it
No,
Ramsey at Wales?
You cannot do it because you don't know.
Is it Ronaldo
when they do
or is it
Ronaldo at Portugal?
it's probably going to be Ronaldo in Portugal. I mean, that's how that's
They
going to
can't
play,
even
right?
be in the same group. I don't think. So I don't
They
think
can't.
that's,
Why?
They're going to be
Yeah.
seeded teams.
they're not going to be. I mean, if they
So
were
who
in
are the
same-
12? Do we know who the 12 are?
Nah,
I don't have them in front of me.
I don't have them in front of me.
We probably should have that in front of us. But like you said, though, you're going to get one probably not so good team in there, but the other 2 teams in there are going to be pretty decent.
It's it's a joke. It's literally a joke, right? You don't go undefeated for 37 games and don't qualify out of your groove.
Yeah,
Like-
how is that possible?
Like Switzerland's not a bad team, but it's like they just won the European, and if there was that lack of ambition, then he needed to put some new people on the field. Then, if they were all going to play like half
To
speed,
me, they look like a tie.
They do look tired.
They
yeah,
look very
even more
tired.
reason to play other people. No,
Right.
Is it the Spinazzola factor? He hasn't been there.
no, you know what that
No,
is?
but
It's being loyal to your team that won the Euros, and you're loyal to the group. That's why you didn't see Scamacca play. You see, he just thought they're going to get me one more result.
Right.
That's why you see a chair.
You know what is the truth?
We suck ass.
The coach, they don't watch the game.
I don't think that.
They have to prepare everything to prepare. I do
No,
this guy go instead of this guy. Jorginho's supposed to go out from the beginning.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I
Because
think there's an element of
candidato.
But that's
He
what
didn't
Frank.
do nothing for
No,
him.
Frank is saying that's
That's
what
what I'm
the loyalty is there. He played so
No.
good in the Euros.
You take out the people who shouldn't play well. Not
yeah,
the
but
people.
I think these coaches they get so loyal to
Hey,
these players that are their
listen to me. I'm talking soccer right now. All right.
Oh, okay.
When you take Jorginho out, even the Tonali get better because he play when he's playing Milan. Tonali, he had to play on the right side. That's it. He disappeared. He wasn't involved with the game because you have Jorginho in there. Jorginho in there when he play good, but when he not play good, all the team doesn't play good. So take him out.
Yeah, so you didn't want him to start.
No, I didn't say I don't want him to start.
He said he saw him playing bad. He wanted him
He
out
wasn't playing
earlier.
bad.
Oh,
I
so
noticed the game is in there, out. Try
So
to
halftime,
switch
you would have took it out.
Hey, half the time or before. My day wait to 7 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that I agree that the coaches are so set in their ways that they wait for certain times. If they want to, make a move, have the balls to make the move earlier. If you're going to make it, they don't. Do.
Let's just say Berardi played well all the time. This game sucked too.
Yeah, he wasn't good.
Hey, I mean, everybody's not good. Hey, what I'm here for? What I'm coach for?
especially when you have the 5 subs too, right?
Mhm.
Like they're giving you plenty of chances to change the game, and you're not doing it.
No, at a certain point, you
then
have to give.
Then they come at the end. Hey, they're right. Let's go all in and not talk to the media, not talk nothing. Let's think about March. Hey, you have to think before March.
Yeah, it should have never came to March.
Listen, I think we're all in agreement, right? If they don't qualify, they fire Mancini.
Good,
I
bring
know
it
he
back.
wants to leave it to.
I think
maybe
he leaves on his own
what-
if they don't qualify.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I'm saying, like, think how quickly things turn, right? In sport, in soccer, you go from winning the Euros to maybe less than 6 months later being
Yeah.
like, "You're out of here."
People
Hey,
have short
the guy-
memories, though,
hey,
man, in sports.
Frank, you know what I don't like in all this situation, media. You see, everything is written. Tomorrow, you read the paper, everybody excuse. There is no one news media that say, "Hey, Mancini, you suck today."
Besides
You need
Tifosi time.
Nobody say that. Nobody will say that because they think he did the 36 result. Today, you suck. Explain to you all this thing I'm talking about. You didn't see? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm wrong.
The only thing I can say is that he was overly loyal to the guys. He didn't make a change. I mean, if they played that bad, it's something he didn't see.
Loyal.
Otherwise, he's stupid. If they play that bad, he doesn't see it, then he's just stupid.
And I don't think he's stupid. I think he's
Yeah.
a good coach.
So-
I see it more the way you're saying.
I'm not saying he was right. I'm thinking
Saw it.
you have to be aggressive, right? Like you have to get a result 2-3-0.
I mean,
What?
You know who tried a long pass just Ponucci. He never did the one good
and
one.
we
What
love
about the
Newcastle.
midfield? What is the midfield? They're supposed to,
And remember, Mancini, like we were praising him during the Euros. The way that they were playing the attacking game and all, like,
Yeah.
So you go from one extreme to the other, where you guys are like, oh, he needs to be fired.
All I'm saying is, if your people are tired, right? You have injuries, people are tired, they're out of form. You could either go down and sink the ship with them, just going, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep the same guys in. Or you can say, you know what? I'm not cutting the player out of my plans, but in today's game, in these 2 games, you're out of it. I'm putting somebody else in.
It's about the game you have to talk.
Yeah.
Frank, when you do, I'm talk Insigne, Fosso never you leave it there. And you don't play him on the left side the way he play all the time. You took away the best thing he has to.
Yeah.
What's the best thing of Insigne? When he does the cross from one side to the right side.
Turning in, shooting with the right foot, yeah.
You saw it, Tonali. He go back and forth. Did you see him to go back? You didn't see the game. Did you see him back and forth? No, you saw them on the right. Barella, he was in goal when to get the ball to get to the other side.
Yeah,
But
he got in the way. Berardi cutting in from the left. You didn't really see all that. Like nobody really did what they usually do.
They had the ball in the middle, and you see all 3, 4 forwards. They're standing there like nobody crisscross. Trying to. No, nobody.
Yeah.
Or nobody come back one way.
Tactically, he got it wrong. I mean, I don't think there's more to say.
I mean, think about how it would have been the same. So what if the game set up the same way, but instead we were talking about how he made 5 changes at halftime and they ended up changing the game and winning 3-0, right? You would have cemented, wow, what a great coach. He's really showing that he can read the game. And
of course.
Instead, it seemed like he just went in with the plan and said, "What? Eventually, we're going to score because we're Italy."
Me too. I still at the last 10, 15 minutes. I thought we could have scored.
Yeah, and that's exactly.
How you scored 2 goals.
But here's the thing: it doesn't even matter because you weren't even in the situation where if you won 1-0, you go ahead.
I never mind if we win 2-0 there, 4-0, we out. We score. We never had a chance to get to 2 goals. Nothing.
Yeah, but they're getting those results. They know what's going on. Like
and
they
you
know
have to change something. In the 9 minutes, and then tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. They know what's going on.
So at a certain,
like what? I don't know what time of the game that Switzerland scored, but I'm assuming they knew that
the first half was 0-0.
Yeah,
okay, first half was so that screwed them too, right? Because they did probably like if they were
they're not screwed nothing. They're not screwed.
Well, if Switzerland was up 2-0 in the first half,
Mancini screwed the game.
Yeah, No, I'm not disagreeing, but I'm saying if Switzerland was up 2-0 in the first half, maybe he would have said, "We don't have an option. We got to win."
You don't play like that. You play like that. You're not even the
You
amateur.
play. I agree. You play your own game. You can't really do that.
Yeah, I think in his mind he thought he was going to get a goal or two eventually with that.
He saw those stupid numbers,
They
70%
play that
possession,
in
all
form,
this.
and they play
I'm
the
gonna
way they
score.
should. But when you see 4, 5 of them, they don't do what they're supposed to.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you try to put Simon Remed in there.
especially when you just played right, like 3 days ago, and they have all these games. Like it's not impossible to think these guys are just tired. It's not their day.
Mm-hmm.
If they're tired, you take them out to bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not impossible to be like, oh, well, I wonder why they wouldn't play good.
Yeah. And again, 5 subs. Use them wisely.
I mean,
How many did he actually
hey
use?
guys,
He used all 5.
guys, who listen to me? I think might think I'm crazy. I play soccer. I talk about soccer. I saw all this shit. I don't know if he saw. Oh, I don't even know what I'm watching.
It's rough. It's rough, and they put themselves in a crappy position. And it's going to give us something to watch in March.
Who's up for hockey season? This is horseshit. Because I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's just the day and I just feel crappy about it. I do not feel good they're going to come out of March with the result. I just don't.
No, I still have a faith because I think the player we have, although they are not champion, they do better. They are better than that.
Yeah, but
they get up for the game.
They're also going to be. They're going to.
Spinazzola should be back by March. I don't know if
would you expect Spinazzola to come play his games, play the they're going to be 3 more months into a season. The guys are going to be that much more tired.
Yeah, you can't predict anything with the roster in March.
You see what I never understood with this coach, even with Allegri, with everybody else, they look like they don't watch the game, like they're sleeping. They don't see who's playing. If I was the coach, I know everything about my player. Everybody, I know when there is not the game, when it's not the day. I would have taken him out. I don't wait 90 or 87 minutes. Oh, he might get. You know what I thought in the moment today? I'd evaluate Verratti. I say, so it was Verratti all straight in there.
He's out, right? It makes you think that, like, was he's actually that
it's definitely not Verratti.
No, but I don't know. But it's enough for one to change the whole contest.
No.
Allora, it's because there is a 5-6 player. They don't play the way they should.
You guys shit on Verratti, but he's a good player. You know that, right?
Yeah, you think 5 people, 6 people play better because
I'm not saying it would have made a difference, but
when you see 5 or 6 play and then perform the way they should, something's wrong in there.
Yeah, I agree.
What a disgrace.
And again, Northern Ireland. I don't want to be disrespectful, but this team is good.
We had the one chance. We had the one chance almost with Chiesa because the defender number 4 fell asleep for a while.
Yeah. Like it's not a good look. So,
I'm done talking about that.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks we'll have their group, and we can cry about it because I'm sure they're going to get screwed in whatever group they get, because that always happens. So stay tuned for that when Frankie has a meltdown on camera.
Look at him right
now.
With this game, I forgot the other game when we play Swiss.
Yeah.
The whole thing I remember is Jorginho missed the penalty.
Yeah.
I don't even remember anything else because this game, the last games, is the way I saw.
I remember. Didn't Di Lorenzo scored, right?
I guess I don't know. I can't remember what I had for lunch. So I think I just know the big headline of that game is Jorginho misses penalty shot.
Bunch of losers.
Yeah. So we'll have plenty of time to rag on them.
You know who could save us today? Believe it or not, De Lorenzo. If he was the most selfish, instead to bring sometimes to pass the ball in the middle, would go on goal himself.
Well, there was a few players that should have shot when
Yeah,
they.
Berardi had a
Should
couple
have shot
chances.
himself and goal.
Yeah.
He tried to put in the middle.
Mhm.
That's but the only one who played a little bit in smart. He was him. He didn't not the
You didn't.
final,
You didn't like
not the
Donnarumma's charge out of the
not the
net.
finalize.
Donnarumma was in a different zip code on that play. I don't
was
know where the
playing
hell
like
he was going.
Tiramisu over there.
I think he was trying to catch butterflies. Like he just. Don't worry, Benucci saved them.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna take a Carmelita.
I don't know. He does a few of them.
Yeah, he
Often,
does some
often.
space.
I said
spacey
that.
plays.
We said that. Remember, we said that like 3 years ago. How we'd come out and
Yeah.
and then he like cut that down. Now he's getting.
But
I'd
he's
still
gonna,
take
he's
him on
gonna do.
Juventus.
He's doing too often. Once
Yeah,
in a
because-
while, even Buffon does a mistake.
Because
But
he gets
every 5 or
bored.
6 years, this guy.
But yeah, but that was a weakness in his game that we said, and then they seem to cut it down the last year with Milan. But you know,
He's definitely gotten better with it, but yeah, it happens.
I'd take him on my team.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Well, we
enough-
don't lose it for him anyway.
No, this team sucked. They couldn't even shoot. You don't even need to be in net. They were not good. That's enough of that game. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't know how you guys feel, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. I say we switch our gears towards.
the first
The-
game they tied.
No. I'm not going back to Switzerland. I say we go back to the league.
Yeah,
'cause we
yeah.
have to-
Let's be
we
done
have-
with this.
We have to be done with this and move on. It was a shit game, and hopefully they'll do better. What do we have? We have week 13 coming up, right? Round 13. So the league is a third of the way done, right?
Thank God.
So
Like you like soccer. He's like me.
yeah.
I'm very downtrodden today with these results. Plus,
So
I'm a
Dom,
Juventus fan, so it's a double
Yeah.
whammy.
Dom, you might as well throw up the
I
schedule.
will
for
do
week
it great,
13.
guys.
We have to have faith. Yes, I mean obviously you don't want to go in with a losing attitude. That doesn't help. Round 13. Really, that's all we have to do is preview this round. Yes, there are rumors that have anytime there's an international break, you hear transfer rumors. 99% of them are fake. That's why I don't even like to go over them during this time. So
Oh, Daniel,
what?
what did you see? Our player, our Morata, Ramos, they did Rabiot. They did this good things.
So Morata.
Ramos even say he complained. He wants to play more on Juventus. He played the
Good.
play.
Let him play just
Get
enough
out
to
of
sell
here.
him.
Give us the space for somebody else.
For those Juventus fans that listen to this, Ramsey, Rabiot, McKennie, and Morata all scored in their international games.
Good.
Just to throw that out there. Maybe they bring it to the club. I doubt it.
Listen, let him score the next 4 weeks in a row until we can get rid of him.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyway, going back to this, we do have some interesting games actually going into the weekend. Do we want to do our predictions? Do we want to?
We did no prediction for this.
No,
No,
not for the.
I know.
Listen, I predicted before that. I thought Italy would get 2
We have
wins. and I
Lazio,
was wrong.
Juventus, Fiorentina, Milan, Inter, Napoli.
So let me just read the list of the games first before, just in case people don't know what it is. So you have Atalanta, Spezia, Lazio, Juventus, Fiorentina, Milan, Sassuolo, Cagliari, Bologna, Venezia, Salernitana, Samp, Inter, Napoli, Genoa, Roma, Verona, Empoli, and Torino, Udinese. So if you guys are new to this, we do predictions every week, and we keep track of our score. We each pick a game, and we all pick a result. And if you get the result right, you get 1 point. If you get the exact score right, you get an extra point. So
It's impossible, guys. It's impossible.
We all
Yes,
have
we
3
suck at
points
it.
out of a possible 70.
But if you want to join along, please write it in the chat, or keep track of your own and let us know how you're doing.
All right.
So,
let's-
who wants to go first?
Lots Juventus. What do you got?
I got a 2-1 for Juventus.
You're a sucker. 3-1 lots. 3-1 lots.
Oh, wow.
No,
Wait,
Lazio
can I have
missed
some
about
explanation?
three. Oh, Lazio missed about 2-3 player. Immobile.
I don't care.
if we
Juventus
don't
is
win
Bernadeschi.
today, we're out completely.
Okay. 3-1 Lots. They're home. I do not trust Juventus. 3-1.
Lazio, by the way, talking about extending Sarri's contract. What I'm hearing, didn't he just sign that contract? They want to extend him already? I don't get it.
Yeah, and they were also going to fire him 2 weeks ago.
Sarri's contract. I hear stories of they want to extend his contract.
Yeah.
He's your new coach. He's been there 3 months. You're going to extend him already? I don't understand
So
that.
stupid.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm saying 1-1 draw. I don't trust either of these teams.
I am torn. So torn. Between a draw and a 6-0 loss to Juventus. I'm gonna say 2-2.
2-2 draw. And what'd you pick, Chris? You picked 3-1 Lazio?
Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Frank, pick a game.
Hey, Daddy,
What?
for last Juventus, what'd you do?
I picked 1-1 draw. I said I don't trust either of these teams.
Dai, the loss, one loss, one win. All right.
Fiorentina, Milan, 2-1 Fiorentina.
2-1 Fiorentina.
2-2.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Milan. I still don't think Fiorentina's there as far as with the top teams.
Yeah, I'm going
2-2 Fiorentina. Milan.
2-1 Milan.
Chris,
We got to do Inter Napoli, no?
Yeah, you have to pick Inter Napoli. Yeah.
You know what? 2-1 Inter.
Wow. Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's make it close.
This is Inter's push now. You're saying that they're going to move on up, get closer.
Yep. We're gonna make it interesting.
I'd rather
3-0 Napoli.
1-1.
Christ. Inter's home.
1-1.
2-1 Inter. 2-1 Inter. I wanted a 3-headed race too instead of a 2-headed race.
Yeah.
All right, now it's my turn. I gotta pick a game. Let's see. You guys picked all the good ones. Bologna, Venezia. I'm going to say 4-0 Bologna.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
4-0 Bologna. There's a game I feel like Mihailovic is just gonna. I don't know.
I
for some
think
reason
gonna
kill.
have 3-2 Bologna.
I wish Busio was Italian.
3-2. Bologna.
But Italy's got tons of midfielders.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Venezia.
Bologna is home.
That's why I said 2-1.
2-1 Bologna.
So I mean that game it could go all three ways,
Yeah.
but depending on which Bologna shows up, they could destroy or get destroyed.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
They're not consistent.
They're not very consistent. If Skorupski actually puts his glasses on, sometimes he makes some real crap plays in that.
If Mihailovic plays, then I'm switching my thing to Bologna 2-1.
He cleats someone.
Yeah,
Poot is very entertained by you today, Frank.
For people just listening, Frank has had his hands over his head the entire podcast. Just like
I'm like
rubbing his
I'm rubbing a hole in my forehead.
I feel like this is how he sits on the toilet. All right,
March
do you guys
playoffs.
really quickly about one rumor, because I know you guys are interested in Juventus. Vlahovic, apparently Arsenal is very interested. Vlahovic's agent won't even take their phone call.
Fuck him, let him go.
He's set. He's set his eyes on most likely Juventus is what I'm thinking. But
I think it's going to be Juventus or Tottenham. But
yeah, no, I think it's Juventus's to lose. Well, they probably will lose them, but I think it's theirs to lose.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a short episode today. Not a lot to talk about besides misery. Next week,
Kevin.
Next week we will recap the weekend games, get back into the swing of things. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, follow on everything: Instagram, Twitter, all your podcasts, Twitch, YouTube. Chris and I have started playing Football Manager 22. We stream every once in a while, so if you want to pop in and say hi for that on our Twitch channel, we can do that as well. You guys have a good night. Sleep well, Frank. Sleep well.
Oh yeah.
bye.
Sweet dreams.
Good night.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.